Hi, I'm Dr. Mark, and I'm a voice teacher and stage director. Whether you're a professional pop or rock star that's wanting to take your performance to a next level, or you're just interested in making your car singing or shower singing easier and more comfortable and fun, I can help you get there. I'll start doing that today by reacting to and teaching you singing and performing tips that we can learn from the top performers around the world. Let's learn from EXO performing Wolf, the EXO'rDIUM in Japan. Here we go. Already. So cool. They're so good at using these sound effects that bring the audience right into what the next song is, and using that darkness, that stillness to really ramp up the emotions, ramp up the excitement, the intensity. Love it. Love this really cool shape that they're making there at the beginning with their bodies and their storytelling, the sets behind it. It just locates us so fast. It gets us into that introduction part of the storytelling right away, and we know exactly what's going on. Rap, awesome, consistent legato line, consistent airflow, really well executed. Jackets again. Man, I think I have a thing for jackets, but I love these jackets. I love what they're doing for them. Gets that shininess, but it's so dark and gets the mood of it too. Love it. Okay, the key here is that they're keeping the rap, they're keeping all the speech-like stuff really forward and consistent, really well done. And so that when they transition into the singing, that placement is right there. All they have to do is maintain the duration of that pitch that they were speaking on before. And then all of a sudden we turn into this really nice, consistent singing sound. I'm also really loving the blend here. They are so right in the center of each pitch, which shows me that technically they're singing in a really balanced, easy, consistent way. That's working really well for them. And the placement's consistent, but also the sound is across the board. We're getting this really fantastic blend and sound from the entire ensemble. Did we just play London Bridge is Falling Down and then Duck Duck Goose? Don't know. Here we go. That speaking is such great speaking. It's such a great example of how to keep that placement still consistent when you're singing, not let it collapse, let it get heavy, not let it get tight, not get rid of your breath control, keeping it really right where your singing needs to be so you can fluidly go back and forth. This is really essential for songs like they're doing here. It's also really essential for things like musical theater. Right here, really exceptional example of this. Other thing I'm noticing is how well they're keeping their body lined up through all their dancing so that their speaking and singing can stay consistent and sound really excellent. Their dancing is so grounded, so tied to the core of their body that it is clean and controlled both movement-wise and voice-wise. Awesome. Wow, that's cool. Notice even that yell was connected. He wasn't pushing at it. He wasn't forcing it. No, 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 no. He's accessing the resonance. He's letting the mic do its job. He's not stressing that voice. Even in this moment that we perceive as loud, he's doing a lot with his face. He's being really expressive. And so we hear it as loud and pushed and forced. It's not, though. If you really strip away the visual element and just listen to the vocal production and the sound he's making, it's a really relatively gentle sound. Love the integration of the media into what they're doing here. Oh, so cool, matching their body language to this active media. I always love watching the entire experience work together and tied into the music. Love it. Raise your hand if you ever cast as a tree or some other inanimate object in any kind of school production or something like that, right? So this is one time when that seemed like a pretty cool thing to do.
I give you what you need, I give you what you want. Just follow me, follow me, follow me, trust me, keep me going. I want your love, can't let you watch it, man. Say don't come back like you made. You want it too slow, now we take it down. Is it my talking my baby? Tell you what the movement, this moment.
They're keeping that placement really bright, really buzzy and forward, really whiny. And it has to stay in that really bright place right now because what we're hearing is ranging such a broad spectrum of frequencies that if they aren't really accessing that bright, forward, ass-shaped frequency, it just isn't going to cut through it all. It's not going to sound right. And here, because we're doing that, what happens is with this ass sound, with the sound that they're making, if you look at a spectrogram, the layers are going to be really evenly spaced going all the way up and really rich all the way up, rather than For example, a classical sound where it's going to be richer on the bottom and then richer when we get to the singer's formant. The sound that they're making lets it compete with this electronic music that's letting it invade every single part of the frequency range.
Finally, finally, I got you.
Knows that jaw down and back. Love it. Upper two smile. Bang. Ass space in the back. Right there. Totally fun to watch. Love it. As always, I love their stuff. I love their storytelling. I love how everything combines. I love the voices. I love the facial expressions. Performance thing that we can take away from this today is to really think through the entire experience and make sure that every element you're working with is geared towards telling the story, is tied in with the music, is tied in with the words, is tied in with the body language, is tied in with the music, with the costumes. Make sure that they are all telling the same story and in the same sequence, same time, and that you're being imaginative, that you aren't worried about doing it right, but you're doing what you want to do and exploring what could be more than you're worried about what should be. Singing, what we can do today is really focus on our speaking voice, making sure that we are putting the effort into our speaking voice to keep that space open and resonant in the back and not just being lazy and let it collapse, that we are being expressive with our tongue and our teeth and really be deliberate with how we're delivering consonants and vowels. Make sure that we're keeping that placement forward, that we're not just letting it fall back and get heavy on that voice, but we're keeping it forward and we're giving it the energy it needs. That we're also really taking in good, healthy, full breaths. The most important thing probably being that we're doing what we need to access the resonant space and let it do the work for us instead of really trying to push and talk louder, talk bigger. Instead, just talk with more resonance. If you want a voice lesson, a performance coaching, or want me to work with you or your group to help you sing easier or perform at a consistently higher level, book a time with me at mrperformingartsstudio.com. I look forward to working with you online.